You know that sinking feeling when you realize the thing you were so hyped about, the thing that filled you with hope and optimism, is crumbling right before your eyes? That's exactly what Tesla fans across the world are experiencing right now. The electric car company that brought sexy, cutting-edge design to eco-friendly vehicles and made people dream of a world free from gas-guzzling smog-mobiles is imploding from the inside out. Between disastrous product lines, plummeting sales across their entire lineup, and quarterly financials that could generously be described as hot flaming garbage, the state of Tesla in 2024 is bleak, to say the least. And it begs some vital questions. What exactly is going on at Tesla? To truly appreciate how epically Tesla has fallen from grace, we need to rewind the clock and revisit their hard-fought road to world-beating dominance. Because, make no mistake, they didn't just rule the electric vehicle space. They utterly owned it for the better part of the decade. Cast your mind back to those humble beginnings in 2008 when Tesla was little more than a Silicon Valley pipe dream cooked up by a team of nerdy engineers who caught Elon Musk's eye. This was before the first Roadster prototype even hit the streets to mediocre reviews, before the near bankruptcies and production hell nightmares of the 2010s. Few could have imagined this scrappy underdog upstart would go full-blown nuclear on the gasoline auto industry establishment just a few years later. But that's exactly what happened once the game-changing Model S luxury sedan started shipping to customers' doors in 2012. The momentum simply didn't let up from there. Before the competition could even launch a credible EV counterpunch, Tesla rolled out the Falcon Wing Model X crossover and the make-or-break Model 3 for the mass market. Questions of whether electric truly was the future started evaporating in the wake of Tesla's audacious battery innovations, over-the-air software updates adding true self-driving, and Elon Musk's generation-defining visionary hype machine. The fossil fuel dinosaurs of Honda, GM, and Toyota began to look irrelevant compared to Tesla's techno-utopian insurgency. Wall Street's insatiable appetite for Elon's promises only fed the beast further. At one point in 2021, Tesla's valuation hit a stupefying $1 trillion market cap on ambitious projections of industry-disrupting autonomous robotaxis, futuristic electric semis, and every driveway in America being outfitted with their promised $25K electric entry model by 2025. Simply put, Tesla wasn't just expected to dominate the transition to EVs over the coming decades, they were supposed to help usher in a mass electric renaissance, unshackling humanity from both gas-guzzling gridlock and the need to physically drive our own vehicles. What could possibly go wrong? We all know Tesla's rolls onto the big stage rarely go flawlessly after the whole Cybertruck launch debacle. I think we all cringed in second-hand embarrassment as Elon and his sweaty design team took sledgehammer after sledgehammer to the vehicle's touted indestructible windows, only to see them shatter into thousands of pieces on live stream. It would have been just another laugh-it-off Musk meme if the Cybertruck wasn't meant to be ground zero for Tesla's master plan of first disrupting the immensely lucrative U.S. truck and commercial vehicle markets with their unique angular, hardened stainless steel design. And well, we all remember how that played out. Less than 6 months after the disastrous demo, alarm bells rang internally as hundreds of thousands of galvanized pre-orders for the Cybertruck began getting canceled in droves. Turns out, having an errant metal ball effortlessly puncturing those bulletproof windows gave many fleets and contractors cold feet. And that was before the EPA ruled the Cybertruck's post-apocalyptic crumple zone-free unibody design was a non-starter for legal road use without major revisions. The damage was done. A nearly $100 million investment in factories and tooling to manufacture the Cybertruck was put on indefinite hold amidst reports of a colossal internal reboot of the design and put engineering teams back to square one. It might go down as one of the most brutal unforced product errors in 21st century history. And it doesn't end there. Cue the recall avalanche. As shocking as the Cybertruck's misfire was, perhaps the bigger indictment on Tesla's fall has been the sudden deluge of safety recalls across their entire product line in 2023 and 2024. all triggered by a bewildering array of potentially catastrophic defects from a company projecting itself as a world leader in automotive excellence. We're talking over 360,000 Teslas recalled in Q3 2023 alone, with issues ranging from rear trunk liftgates randomly unlatching and, in some cases, detaching completely from the car while driving, underbody sealers shedding onto the battery pack, and multiple disturbing reports of parked vehicles randomly slipping out of gear and rolling away on their own. It feels like every month we get an ominous press release from the NHTSA warning of yet another urgent Tesla recall for some ghastly defect or design oversight. Making matters worse, Tesla's quality control and factory operations seem powerless to address these accumulating issues or get in front of them. Just ask anyone who has tried to get their faulty Model 3 repaired over the past year at one of Tesla's understaffed barren service centers. 6-month wait times, components constantly on backorder, and Band-Aid temporary fixes handed out like ration packs. Not exactly the level of care and attention you'd expect for a $50,000 plus luxury vehicle purchase. The fallout has been unmistakable. Just look at Tesla's once white-hot customer satisfaction ratings, which have cratered across the board since their manufacturing quality nosedive became impossible to ignore. Brand new recalls greeted many customers as soon as their new Teslas rolled off the truck fresh from the factory. And that's not all. Another one is red quarter after red quarter. While shocking in their ubiquity, perhaps these myriad quality blunders shouldn't come as a total surprise when you look at the absolute bloodbath unfolding across Tesla's financial statements lately. Quarter after quarter, year over year, Elon Musk's electric dream factory has been absolutely hemorrhaging money at an unsustainable, cataclysmic rate. Analysts watching the books bleed super red crimson began sounding the alarms as far back as mid-2023. Q1 of this year delivered an especially gut-wrenching 24% drop in profit compared to 2022 amid sagging sales across Tesla's entire lineup. The arteries keeping the company's momentum alive were severed all at once by a perfect storm of compounding factors. Escalating material costs crippled already tight margins. Pandemic-strained supply chains remained in disarray, choking off steady flows of essential microchips and fabricated components from Asia. Heated competition from legacy automakers finally fielding viable EV alternatives started siphoning away customers. Perhaps most damning of all, Tesla's over-reliance on the Chinese market left them starving when the country's prolonged COVID lockdowns destroyed consumer demand for months on end. And those were just the external forces working against Tesla. Because at the same time, Elon's evident shift in priorities away from his core car business towards relentlessly acquiring Twitter opened up a litany of self-inflicted wounds from within. Another issue in Tesla is the chaos at the factory floors. In a desperate attempt to cut costs and salvage some semblance of their growth targets for 2023 in the face of the Q1 implosion, Tesla took a drastic hatchet to its most valuable asset, its human workforce. Hundreds upon hundreds of factory employees based at Tesla's Austin, Texas and Fremont, California gigafactories received pink slips with zero warning or grace period. The expulsions, characterized internally as a mere 10% optimization of headcount, were seen by many as a short-sighted salary dump to make up for Elon's split focus. Gone were scores of quality assurance inspectors, trained technicians, even lead engineers with decades of automotive manufacturing experience, all downsized in the name of temporary austerity. And the effects inside the factories were as predictable as they were devastating. Reports rapidly emerged of a stressful, toxic environment inside the remaining production lines as manufacturing schedules tightened, and the burden of even more rushed, grueling jobs exacerbated quality lapses and worker burnout and injury rates. It was like being thrown into World War III down there after the layoffs hit, one former body assembly line worker said under condition of anonymity. Half our safety team was gone. Every quarter, the production goals kept ramping up impossibly higher, and Elon was never around holding things together, just holed up rambling on Twitter about whatever new drama ticked him off that day. This devolution into manufacturing hell, all while millions of customers' orders slip deeper and deeper into backlog limbo, doesn't exactly inspire confidence that the once impeccable quality that launched Tesla's rise was anywhere close to being restored. So is this grim spiral towards implosion for Musk's electric revolution truly inevitable? Is there anything for long-suffering Tesla stands to hold out hope for at this point? Any potential Hail Marys that could miraculously right the careening ship? Well, pinning your hopes on some of Elon's wildest long-promising breakthroughs seems exceedingly optimistic these days, to put it mildly. Take that often proposed $25,000 compact entry model that was supposed to make EVs affordable for the masses. It keeps getting kicked down the road further and further each year, still nowhere close to manufacturing validation or an official name. And Musk's sci-fi dream of a self-driving robo-taxi fleet to make personal car ownership obsolete feels equally grounded in vapor at this point. Despite multiple splashy PR stunts over the years bemoaning their self-driving tech's supposed imminent readiness, it remains firmly in an unfinished, geo-fenced beta. Safety shortcomings and technical limitations are proving far more systematic and obstinate than advertised. Does that mean all is lost? That the mission to accelerate the world's sustainable electric transportation is now indefinitely stalled? Not necessarily. But a major reckoning and shift in priorities is absolutely essential for Tesla to survive any semblance of its original purpose moving forward. Perhaps this turmoil represents a necessary, if extremely turbulent, growing pain for a company whose early success blossomed a little too fast, and whose leader's ambition catapulted years ahead of what their manufacturing capabilities could reliably deliver. We saw the talent drain, the quality lapses, and turmoil from overly optimistic sales targets, all of it culminating into this current PR nightmare. However, if Tesla can get back to basics, redouble their focus on what made them the industry leaders in the first place, exceptionally engineered, beautiful, reliable EVs with cutting-edge battery tech and self-driving smarts, they can stand a chance of weathering the storm. Bringing more affordable mass-market models like the elusive 25K compact to households across America is still vital to winning over sustained demand. But first, they desperately need to reboot and restore faith in the brand's core premium products, like the Model S, 3, X, and Y before anything else. Rebuilding that reputation and sense of Tesla premium has to be job one before chasing too many other fronts. Because as salacious as this downfall has been to witness, the world needs companies like Tesla to make sustainable energy-dependent mobility a reality. We're simply running out of time and runway on the humble gas combustion engine. What do you think was the biggest contributing factor to Tesla's sudden decline? Hubris? Overly ambitious growth targets? Product fails like the Cybertruck or Elon's divided attention? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos on automobiles and the industry at large. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.